Janelle was just telling me about the video that she just published and about the title, about should we drop it? And there's a picture of a fragile box. And I said, well, that's a pretty pathetic title. But we're kind of running out of titles after 900 videos. So anyway, you're probably wondering where we are since we're in the van. We're going to the library. We have some stuff to return. We went to the library and we got a whole bunch of books. John ordered some books on chess, and he got a few books for me to listen to at my shop because I was running out of stuff to listen to. And that should keep me busy for a while.
I am finally sitting down with Art's help, ordering my seeds from Territorial. A lot of you suggested M.I. Gardner online, and I took a look at what they had available, and they just didn't have what I needed for the line of seeds. They had a few things, but they didn't have really what I needed. So I'm just gonna, Art said, just pull the trigger and push the button and order your seeds. So I went ahead and I almost pushed the button. I haven't pushed the button yet. I'm working on that. But we were also discussing about fruit trees and plants, because we have the grapes, we have pears, peaches, and cherries. But as you guys know, if you've watched our vlog, we've had problems with the winter weather and it cooperating and all that. But we don't have anything like, oh, we have blueberries. But we don't have any raspberries, blackberries, anything like that. And I thought on the back corner
Oh, we do have blackberries.
Right, they're kind of wild. Some years they're good, some years they're not so good. But we thought by the back corner of our garden, we would put in a small plot of raspberries and just try it. Because that is like empty space we don't do anything with. And I'd much rather have something producing. You agree?
Of course. I like to use all our space.
Right. So I looked at Territorial to see what they had in line of fruit, but they didn't have a good selection. And we have ordered before from Stark Brothers. And I don't know if you guys have heard this, but almost all of our fruit trees have come from Stark Brothers. We've been extremely happy with it. So I think we're going to order our raspberries from Stark Brothers. And we also are thinking about getting a fruit tree for the front by the Beast Bus in the garden there.
Just a second.
Okay, so Art's not patting poor Lillian's back, and that is why she is screaming. But I am going to push the button, and I'm going to order my seeds. Are you ready?
You can do it. Janelle always has a hard time finalizing
I do.
things.
It's $120. What do I say? $126. But I know we get a lot of food out of it, and I'm really, really hoping that I can do a lot better job gardening this year now that I'm not pregnant. So we will see. Next, I think we're going to quick work on our raspberry order.
Charity made some chicken bacon pizza, and that's going to be dinner for tonight.
Well, that was a pretty eventful past half hour. Art brought me home from church early because Lillian was really, really cranky and crying, and when I got home, the scanner went off, and we were trying to piece together what was going on, but it was something big going on. And from what we know, there was some type of standoff between police and someone else in our area. And so they shut down the major roads by us. And it was pretty dramatic, but I think everything's been resolved. The kids are on high. I'm on high gear because of it. And now we're trying to get them put to bed. Pete's holding Lillian because Lillian was all hot and bothered about it too. So an exciting and eventful evening. And now I'm going to go help Art put kiddos to bed.
Do you have anything to say, Janelle?
Let's see, what do I have to say? Lillian got swaddled and went to sleep on her own when we put her to bed when she was awake, which is amazing. So she's been sleeping for an hour. Usually she falls asleep on Art's shoulder, and then we kind of try to tiptoe her into bed.
But today she wouldn't fall asleep on my shoulder. She just kept crying and screaming, and I said, I'm just going to put you down.
It was like
so I put her down, and she went right to sleep.
Yeah, so in some ways I'm hoping she's not going to wake up at 2 o'clock again like she did this morning. But on the other hand, it's such a good thing for her to go to bed on her own, because that means that pretty soon I can go back to riding to the emergency squad for 2 or 3 hours and while she's sleeping. So, you know, it's funny the little baby stages that happen and how they just kind of slowly start to grow up. It almost makes you sad.
Yeah, I like it when kids grow up, but Janelle kind of likes it when they stay little.
You know, it's hard because I'm just about at the stage of moving her out of her 0 to 3 month clothing, and you think, oh, you just a few months ago you were so looking forward to putting that new little baby in those clothes, and now she's already outgrown them. So yeah, it's one of those bittersweet things. All you moms out there, I'm sure you completely understand.
One thing that people always say is that it's amazing how fast time goes by. The kids grow up so fast. I don't think so. To me, it seems like it's been forever since Charity was born. And I can barely remember when John was born. And Peter, my little secret is be forgetful. The more forgetful you are, like me, the easier it is to forget. Well,
It's really true because it takes him... He has this time warp thing going on, and it's
time
totally
does not fly by for me.
Oh,
it goes
flies by
slow. And that's one way of keeping from saying, oh, they grow up so fast, I just miss those days. Well, I don't because I forgot them already.
But when I'm doing like the editing today, it's March, I'm editing March 21st, and I'm thinking, wow, we're already into the 3rd month of the year. It seems like we were just in January. And for me, time seems to go by really fast. Sometimes during the day when the kids are acting bratty, and yes, my kids act bratty, time is like dragging. It's like, will this day never end? But when you put it all together, the kids are growing. Mary isn't nearly as bad as she used to be, and I mean, she just used to cry all the time. I mean, she still cries, but she's growing up. She's loving doing school and activities like that, and it's like, really, how did that happen? And how did it happen that I had Grace and Lillian all in the sense I've had Mary? You know, it's just kind of weird.
In our video that we put on today, we mentioned something about a stink bug flying around my head. And then someone, I guess someone who lives in the area, said that a local news channel wants to have all the stink bug sightings reported in the area. Katie A. Miller says, make sure to report your stink bug sightings for scientists. Then she gives the website. So I'm clicking on it. I just read it. It basically says that they're an invasive species from Asia, and they're thinking about releasing some wasps that eat them, also from Asia. And they want you to report your sightings, home or structure. Yesterday, or I think it was 2 days ago, an adult percentage of structure covered, maybe a 1%. Wasn't that much. So I filled out the report, and then I wrote in the comments, we had one stink bug that was kind of like a pet. It seemed to like us and want to be near us. We were careful to try not to step on it. It was around for a few days, and then we found it dead on the floor. P.S. My neighbor is afraid of them. I'm trying to inject a little bit of humor into some people's lives in an otherwise very humorless job.
This is total art humor.
Yeah, this is you guys don't see my humor very often, but I tell you, it is strange.
Like, he is having so much fun writing up this this silly thing about stink bugs. But it's true, completely true. We had in fact, one of you guys saw the stink bug almost hit Art in the head the other day. And we had this stink bug running around just the office. It didn't go anywhere else. And yesterday it was crawling over the printer. And then the next thing I know, it was walking across my laptop. And then it buzzed over to the window where Charity promptly took it outside for me. But it's been a pet in my office for, a week?
Yes, and the one I was talking about, the specific one, was one we had downstairs in the kitchen.
That's right. That one was always climbing on the knives, or you'd see it on the windowsill. I mean, it's like we have pet stink bugs. They don't bother us. They're just there, our friends.
Yeah, I kind of enjoy them.
That's kind of creepy to say they're our friends.
I've never smelled one. I mean, they say they call them stink bugs, but have you ever smelled a stink bug?
No, but the boys said when they've held them, they've stunk up their hands.
Okay, but I've never smelled one.
See, I don't hold stink bugs. We kind of peacefully coexist.
Oh, now you're sounding... No, you're the one sounding strange.
All right, it's 11 o'clock. It's way too late for me. I'm going to bed. Are you going to end the vlog? Or are you going to keep...
we're done.
What's
we're
pontificating?
We're done for the night.
Okay. All right, so thanks so much for watching. Hope you don't mind our silly sense of humor when it's this late at night. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Okay, there we go. The stink bug has been reported.
Oh.
What? Oh, come on. After all that work, we didn't even get to inject some humor into an otherwise humorless job that these poor people have. We'll try again.